while showcasing what she enjoys most, the spookiness of autumn and Halloween. The judges admired her attention to details as she created her favorite spooky painting using nothing but Halloween candy. Congratulations to our creative winner from the Kalamazoo JC's, Tina Fooster.
Yeah, can you go up that way? Go again, Kimmy.
Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." For our prepared write-up, we asked participants to reflect on this quote and share how they felt that their local chapter has changed the world. Our winner shared several examples about the impact her chapter has made around the community. She reflected on the impact COVID-19 continues to have in our communities and some of the ways her chapter has helped their members and the community to continue to feel connected. We'd like to congratulate a first-time competitor and winner of our prepared write-up from the Wyandotte JC's, Holly Garing-Leon.
I hope she makes you smile the way you made me smile on the other end of a phone in the middle of a highway driving alone. Oh baby,
All right. This evening I have 2 programming awards of excellence. The first one is going to a member who not only takes charge of the historical events in her chapter, but creates new and energetic and creative ones that I'm always impressed with. In quarter 3, that was no different. She shared her love of agriculture by partnering with JCI Kalamazoo for a 3-part series. In addition to that, organized multiple fundraisers at the county fair and the Polish festival selling beer. Please join me in congratulating Kaylee Gratz from the Allegan JCs in a programming award of excellence. My second programming award of excellence tonight for quarter 3 goes to a chapter that knows a thing or two about Independence Day. This year, I was fortunate enough to be able to attend their annual Freedom Festival on July 4th. This event includes not only a massive parade, there is an art fair and food vendors and fireworks, and honestly, the best picnic and fireworks display that I have ever seen. Honestly, the hospitality was second to none. I felt like I was part of the chapter. I was friends with all of the members by the end of the night and really appreciated my time there. Beyond that, the community hosted a countywide contest to display patriotism at local homes throughout the community and partnered with a local nonprofit to help students get school supplies with the Back to School Backpack Bonanza. So please join me in congratulating the Ludington Area JCs on their Programming Award of Excellence for quarter 3.
that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man, there ain't no other way. Cause girl, you're hotter than a Southern California day. I don't wanna play no games, you don't gotta be afraid. Don't give me all that shy shit, no makeup on, that's my sugar. Yes, please. Come and put it down on me. I'm right here, 'cause I need a lot of little sympathy. So baby, just show me kind of loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness, yeah, life. Sugar, yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on
I just got denied by a small child. It's fine. She'll high five me when she's ready. Congratulations to all of our recipients. Now please welcome to the stage President Adam for his next presidential medallion.
This next presidential medallion goes to a young JCI leader whom I have known for a long time, but had not had the opportunity to work with directly before this year. As I have gotten to know her better, I have been impressed with this leader's tenacity and determination. As the president of one of our oldest chapters, she, like all of us, has been faced with many challenges in trying to re-energize and rejuvenate her chapter in the wake of COVID-19 while still maintaining their signature programming. When she found out earlier this year that her chapter was on probation and would not be eligible to vote in our upcoming elections unless they brought their membership up, she went on a recruitment tear. Tonight, she is being sworn in as one of our district directors for 2022. And as a legacy member, I know her parents must be very proud to see her forging her own leadership forward in the organization. I look forward to seeing what she does next. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for my presidential medallion, the president of the Allegan JCs, Kaylee Gratz.
And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but don't you stay that way.
No more living in no shadows. You and me, we don't have echoes.
'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never be the same.
It'll be a life in target. Bottle up to keep on shining.
You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive, go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive.
Congratulations, Kaylee. Now, everyone, before we move into our membership awards for the evening with Vice President Chris Crawford, please draw your attention to the screen to see what we have been up to for the past few months. Please welcome to the stage Membership Vice President Chris Crawford.
Good evening, JCI Michigan. So, part of being a great leader is knowing when to delegate. So first, I want to thank my professional speechwriter, Ivory. Blobbity blah blah blah. Boring speeches. Boring speeches. Blobbity blah blah blah. I'm done. But seriously, it has been an honor and a privilege to be your membership vice president, to travel to parts of the state that I didn't even know existed, to be able to see the fellowship and all the amazing things that we do. Yes, I'm giving out 2 awards today, but really everybody in this room and everybody that's not in this room as a part of JCI Michigan are all the winners here. So I just want to say thank you for that. The first award I want to give is for the Membership Award of Excellence for the chapter of the quarter. And this goes to a chapter that doesn't normally submit for awards. Hey, buddy. They normally don't submit for awards. They don't like the accolades. They just like to do things. They like to make sure they do things in the community. But I have to say their JC week was phenomenal. When I say they had 7 days of hard work, they did everything starting with an alumni barbecue. They did their GMM. Then they did a lot of other events. They did a mini golf. They did trivia. They did a park cleanup. Then they cleaned up their hall. I mean, watching that whole team come together and be able to invite people in the surrounding communities as well was awe-inspiring. So I want to give the first award of excellence to the Redford JCs. Thank you.
Needless to say, I keep a check. She was a bad man, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, you're a wreck. Needless to say, I'm keeping a check. She was a bad man, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, you're a wreck.
All right. This is a little bit better. My second award of excellence goes to a chapter that has done amazing things with their chamber. They've partnered with their chamber to put on an emerging leaders event that resulted in recruiting 19 new members, and I've already seen them putting work together to engage said members. My next membership award of excellence goes to the Grand Rapids JCs.
Or you'd be left in the dust unless I stuck by ya. You're the sunflower, you're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust and you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all right now. I know you're scared of the unknown. You don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control.
Thank you, everybody. And now for President Adam.
Thank you, Vice President Chris, and thank you to the Grand Rapids Junior Chamber for continuing to build bridges even through your grief. President Sarah was passionate about this organization, and so it only makes sense that at this time we're going to present someone else who shares this deep passion. So it is my privilege and honor to introduce our keynote speaker for tonight. Margot Dirksen holds a master's in public service management and has worked as the office manager and the annual givings program manager for the Crawford Alumni Center at Tennessee Tech University. She is currently the elected chair of the Commission on the Status of Blacks and works closely with the Black Cultural Center on campus. She was also recently appointed to the Racial Equity Task Force by the university president, as well as the Staff Advisory Committee. Margot joined the Cookeville JCs in 2014, and like many of us, she immediately jumped in with both feet. She served as chapter president in 2017 and led her state as state president of Tennessee in 2018. She currently serves as the 2021 chairman of the board for the Tennessee JCs and, of course, as our deputy national president. Margot considers her fellow JCs as her second family. She believes with her whole heart that the JCs are the premier organization for young professionals. She works very hard to build beneficial partnerships and relevant and fun training that not only benefits members in their JC career, but in their personal and professional lives as well. When Margot isn't working to further her career and putting in work with the JCs, she loves to travel, spend time with family and friends, and go to theme parks. And her favorite quote is one that she tries to live by. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our 2022 National President-elect from the great state of Tennessee, Margot Dirksen.
I saw what you did there with that song. Sorry to do that. Thanks. Can I take this off here? Yeah, I'm going to come away from the podium for just a second. First, let me say thank you so much to President Adam, President-elect Carol, for inviting me and having me here this weekend. And thank you to all of you that have made me feel like I am just another member of JCI Michigan. So thank you so much. It has been a wonderful time. And hopefully I will be back this way soon. So thank you for that. First, I want to start off with a little exercise because I know we're probably all sitting there kind of plastered to our seats a little bit. So I want just the senators in the room to clap for me. Oh, you can stop. Thank you. Thank you. You're following directions. I get it. I'm sorry. I wasn't clear. Now I need everyone that was a chapter president to clap. Okay? You can stop. Now everyone that is over the age of 35, clap. Okay? So those are all significant claps. We can hear them really well. Now I need everyone in the room to clap for me. Okay, you can do better than that. There's more people in this room. Really clap for me all together, everybody in this room. Let's do it. I did that to illustrate that it takes all of us to get to our goals. As we talk about President Adams' theme for this year of building bridges, it takes all of us to build those bridges. It's not just the leaders, the chapter presidents, or the state president for that matter, to do it by themselves, or the board. But it takes the senators and our experienced members that are getting ready to age out. And it takes those members that are just coming in, that are new JCs, to build those bridges. Because without all of us going forward on one accord with the end vision in mind, we won't make it there. We have a wonderful organization that I love with my heart and soul, or I would not be about to undertake one of the biggest responsibilities in my life. Because I believe in this organization, and I believe in all of us. And I know we can come together and build those bridges and continue to be the premier young persons organization in this world. Yeah. As we talk about Adam's theme of building bridges, I feel like it fits perfectly with how our organization is set up. You have your initial foundation of your members, and then you reinforce that with your chapter leadership. And then you further enforce that with your state leadership. And then you have your bigger supports with your national leadership. We are all interdependent on each other. Without one, we cannot have the other. And it all comes back to the member. I had a conversation with some members earlier. I do not see myself as special. I am a member first and foremost, just like all of you. Is that I've just decided to step up and step out into leadership to be the person that I encourage everyone else to be. I cannot charge other people to step up and step out and do those things if I'm not willing to do it myself. Also, I said before, it's scary. It is. Taking a page from my friend Jay Johnson, I'm going to cuss and say I'm scared shitless. And it's not because I'm scared of the job, but it's because of all of you. I want you all to feel that I'm worthy of your support and worthy of the work that I'm going to ask you to put in next year. Because I'm going to need you all to be in this with me, as Adam needed you to be in it with him this year to be successful. Because no one person is JCI. I'm sure Adam would agree that he led this year, but it wasn't just his year, it was everyone's year. As we're all responsible for membership, we're all responsible for the legacy that is our organization. And if we're not all committed to that and moving forward, where are we going to be? But I do ask everyone to go in to the ending of this wonderful year and the beginning of next year with open hearts and open minds. As we know, it took us 100+ years to get here. It's going to take us a little bit to turn it around, but do I have any doubt that we're going to do that? Not at all. And I plan to be here to witness it, be it a experienced Rooster JC probably, but it's possible. And I will say this word and probably too much, but I am excited for all the possibilities that we have in store for us. And as Adam comes to kind of almost bring it close to his year, and we have Carol coming in, let's be excited. I charge you to be excited. And if you're not excited, find something to be excited about, because people are looking at you. Those you don't know are looking at you. And when you don't have that fire and you're not revved up, guess what? It gives somebody the excuse next to you not to be. So shine your light. Be that 100% JC, and it looks different for all of us, but I know we all have it. The JCs in our organization is a gift. So let's make sure that we're sharing that gift. And it's not just about the wonderful projects that we do, but it's about making us better people. Building bridges not only in the community, but for ourselves. I was talking to members earlier, and I feel like I'm a poster child for that, because I was in a career that I loathed and had been in for 10 years. But I joined this organization, and it made me put a mirror up and see that I had potential to do more and be more, and that I deserved that. And I stepped out. And I charge all of you to make sure that you're not only growing your community, putting that forward in other people, as I know you all are, but also grow yourselves. Find what that is for you. If it's mentorship, if it's stepping up into another leader position, do that. Because that fire and that drive, when you're in that space, is so contagious. So I implore you and I charge you to help Adam end his year strong and continue to build those bridges and fortify them by working with your chapter leaders and working with your state leaders and working with your national team. We are here as tools for all of you, for you to have the best year to lead that you possibly can. Because without you, there is no national team. We're here to make it easier for you. Please give us things to do so we don't have to talk to each other all the time. But I am truly, truly happy for Adam. It seems like you had and have had and will end this year strong. You have always been a person that has been one of our organization's biggest cheerleaders, and wanting everyone to see the value proposition that we have here in this organization. So I applaud you for all of the great work that you've done for this organization and for JCI Michigan. I wish you the best to the ending of your year, but I know your journey is not over in this organization. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Deputy National President Margot, for those amazing and inspiring words of encouragement. Guys, I know we've been sitting a long time, and we're gonna take a short dance break in just a moment. But first, one more presidential medallion.
Gotta wait for the chair. See, what we really need is to invest so that we can just have one of those magical things on the floor where it just rises up, right? That goes with President-elect Margot's theme, right? Rise up. I have a feeling that's not quite what she means, but. This next medallion goes to a JCI Michigan member and leader whom I met for the first time earlier this year. I have really enjoyed watching to see what this leader is going to do next. The programming that has taken place in their community under his leadership has been top-notch. He seems to have really taken the Building Bridges theme to heart as we work our way out of this pandemic, and it shows in the relationships he and his chapter have built with members, businesses, and other organizations in the area. Past leaders from his chapter tell me that his focus has really been about leaving his chapter stronger than he found it. And really, isn't that the goal each of us should be striving for? Under his leadership, we've seen his chapter more engaged with other local chapters than for many years prior. He is working to put a plan in place to better utilize their chapter-owned business for financial support. As the only chapter in Michigan to have reached quarterly growth every quarter so far this year, you can see the benefit that new members and new energy are bringing to this chapter. They were present in force in Boyne, and they are here in force again this weekend, and it is no surprise and a pleasure to see. Please welcome for my medallion, the president of the Ludington area JCs, Nathan Sheldon.
You cannot be afraid.
at the point in the evening where we ceremonially carry out the expressed will of the majority as decided in September. In just a few moments, we will swear in the 98th president of JCI, Michigan. It's now time to find out who your top CLC chapters were in the third quarter.
Too many choices, right? I'm going to switch them, though. All right, so in second place in our third quarter Civic Leadership Certification Parade, we have, please welcome to the stage, JCI Kalamazoo.
I get up, I get down, and I'm jumping around. And the rumpus and ruckus are comfortable now. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to grow. So I got an apartment across from the park. But quinoa in my fridge, still I'm not feeling right. Been a hell of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go.
Here we go.
So put your best face on, everybody pretend you know this song. Everybody come hang, let's go out with a bang. I'm way too young to lie here forever. I'm way too old to try, so whatever, come hang, let's go out with a bang. Feel like I'm gonna puke, cause my taxes are due.
There's a lot of Kalamazoo here tonight. I think they might have inaugurated a president, huh? And in first place in our third quarter CLC parade, if we could have a drum roll, please. Please welcome to the stage, JCI Greater Muskegon.
An arrow to the heart.
And because they were in first place, we thought it might also be appropriate, since life gives us lemons, to maybe also give them some hard lemonade. So that brings us to the final award of this evening, and has been the case all year for my Presidential Award of Excellence. I have looked for events and chapters that have really focused on building bridges. And I have to say that this is an event that truly did just that. This was a first-time event run by a first-time chair, and it was absolutely amazing. Seeing the number of organizations that were brought together from all over the city and all over the county, seeing the sheer number of resources that were brought together to bear for this project, seeing the number of dignitaries and elected officials they brought to this city, including our Attorney General, our Secretary of State, a sitting Supreme Court Justice, and the Director of Veterans Affairs. It was an absolutely amazing project and a perfect example of what building bridges is all about. So I would like to give my Presidential Award of Excellence to JCI Greater Muskegon for the Veterans Resource Deployment. And I'm so thrilled that we have the chair here tonight as well. So Muskegon, please come forward.
To the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're the greatest.
All right, please welcome back to the stage our MC, Nikki Dobos.
Friends, it has come to the time in the night where I must begin to bid you a fond farewell. I have had an amazing time with you the last 2 nights, and thank you so much for having me as your MC and letting me lead you on your JC journey this weekend. And now, because we can't go party, I was told I wasn't allowed to say that. Without hearing from our Chief of Staff, Tara Mack, let's bring her up now.
Whew. All right. So you have a lot of help. You listen to everybody, and then you call the play. President Josiah Bartlett speaking to Sam Seaborn from their West Wing episode, Look at the Whole Board. My final medallion of the night goes to a leader of this organization and fellow West Wing fan who I think exemplifies this quote. Even today, 10 years after he served as state president, I often find myself thinking, what would Dave do? Am I looking at the whole board? Am I listening to everyone's feedback before calling the play? I have always been so impressed with Dave's ability to look at the whole board, to stand strong in the face of opposition, to be willing to do what needed to be done to ensure that the organization would remain strong, to honor tradition without being bound by tradition, to remember, in my case at least, that there are 96 people who have held this seat before me, and there better be at least as many who will hold this seat after me, and that I am but a caretaker of this organization, given the charge of leadership but for a short time. In Redford, we have an award called the President's Confidant outside the board. Dave has filled that role for me this year. He has never told me what to do, but he has been a willing ear, ready to listen when I have struggled, and he has offered advice to help me navigate the stormy seas we are traversing in 2021. While I know that we have not yet found our way to happily ever after, I hope we are building the bridges necessary to get there. Please welcome for my final presidential medallion of the night, my mentor, the 87th president of JCI Michigan, David Q. Worthams.
We know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never be the same. It'll be a life is shining, bottled up to keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive, go and light your light. Let it burn so bright, reach it up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on, come on, come in, come on.
Anyone who's bursting with a dream.
Come on, you hear the call. To anyone who's searching for a way to break free. And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open.
Congratulations, Dave. All right. Thank you again for letting me be your MC. I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Make sure you let everyone know if you had fun this weekend. Make sure you tell people what you liked so that we do it again or something similar. All right, time to party. Let's go.